I'd like to get these wheels off, get them cleaned up. The reason why I'm taking them off is because it's a lot easier to clean the inside of the wheel when they're removed. And I also haven't had these off yet, so I want to pull them off anyway and make sure there's nothing going on with them. Everything looks good there. Get the other side. All right, got the wheels all cleaned up. They look pretty good. Inside and out. Still a little bit wet. I wipe these flanges down so they look a little better. Not that it's really important, but it's a nice thing to do. The bolts, I'm just going to touch them up to the surface of the wheel. Not going to give them a lot of torque. See if I can't find a torque spec, then just tighten them down from there. Looks better. Onto the front wheels. One bolt, that's easy. You. Thought about replacing the bearings in here. I think they're okay, but definitely replaceable. I don't know. I may or may not do that. I don't think I have time, but I do have time to get them washed. Found a plastic plug to put in here, a little cap plug. It keeps water from getting down in there and complicating things. Alright, got that guy all cleaned up. Looks a lot better. And I'm just gonna touch it up. 2 Ugga-Duggas is okay. I think 50 foot-pounds on these and the rear will be just fine. One of the last things I want to do to this tractor before it goes back together is polish the platforms. I've already started working on the rear fenders here, and I wasn't really going to record it because I didn't think it would do a whole lot, but it's actually cleaning up really nice. It's really dull over here, you know, just from age and oxidation. So what I'm doing is I got a little 3-inch orbital polisher. And I've got some cleaner wax I just put on this old pad here, and I'm just working it. So it's coming along. Looks pretty nice. So I guess when I'm all finished, I'll go ahead and get some footage of that. I put it on the put it on my little red stool as a table, and I can spin it, and it actually works really well. Yep, I'm gonna keep going. Well, here's the finished product. About as finished as it's gonna get. Looks quite a bit better. It cleaned up pretty good. Back here, not so good. There's a lot of abuse back here, and I think this is where the gas hole is, so Gasoline's probably spilled across here, ruined the paint, but overall, quite an improvement. I'm going to do the center platform next, and it's not quite as big, and then I'm going to call it a day. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the center platform back on. It's all polished up and ready to go, and I think I can put it on semi-permanently here. So before the rear platform can go on, I got to get all these hoses and this hose and these harnesses laid in here in their little grooves and their channels, and then put tape across each of these channels like it was when I disassembled it. So I'm just going to use some of this foil tape to do that. Toolbox. Went ahead and got a tail light kit for this tractor as well. I guess it just snaps in. Wow, that looks pretty nice. Now I'll get the other side. Wow, those look pretty good. I'm really surprised. They're almost as big of a change as a new hood is. Let's turn them on. Well, I got one side. There we go. Nice. Okay, here it is, all wrapped up. It's cold and gloomy outside, so I couldn't get any outside footage, but this tractor is finished up. I've got the new hood on. I've polished the platform, cleaned the wheels. It's all little things that got repaired, have been repaired, mostly on the deck. I think most of the money I spent on this thing was the mower deck, and it's been removed so that it can be stuffed into the back of a pickup truck and taken back home to where it came from. Overall, I'd say it turned out very well. I didn't get to everything that I wanted to do. I wanted to maybe address the underhood temperatures a little bit, maybe insulate the underside of the hood panels or something like that. And again, I don't even know if I needed to, but we'll see how that goes. New taillights. New taillights really set it off. I didn't think it would make that big of a difference, but it did. I never did do anything with the differential or the rear end. Fluid was good. I didn't change it. I got a new filter for it in case it's needed. I didn't even change the engine oil. In reality, I probably should have removed the carburetor, rebuilt it, did the oil change, maybe put in new spark plugs and so on. But you know, that stuff can be done anytime. You don't have to necessarily blow this whole thing apart to do something like that. It starts and runs pretty well, so I didn't see any issues with not messing with it. So yeah, that's it. Well, that's it for this project. The 425 is done. Well, as done as it's going to get. So what's my assessment of the 425? It's a pretty darn good tractor. I mean, it's pretty nice, isn't it? This turned out pretty well. Like I said, I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done, but that's okay. Any other little odds and ends can be completed anytime. So what's next? Next, this gets loaded onto a pickup truck, and it's going to go back to its original home. Probably today. It's cold and gloomy outside, so we'll see how that goes. But if you've got maybe an old tractor like this, John Deere, a 425, or something else, maybe an MTD product, or maybe a Cub Cadet Simplicity, and you want to fix it up, don't be afraid of it. What I found with these old tractors is that most of the time, they just need to be taken apart, cleaned really well, have rotating components replaced, belts replaced, carburetors cleaned, blades sharpened, stuff like that. Some of the stuff is kind of intimidating, like pressing bearings into a spindle. That can be a little scary. Wiring work can be a little scary, but like I said, don't be too afraid of it. Just take it apart and dive in, and what you'll find is it's really quite rewarding. Parts, especially for Deere, are readily available, even for old stuff, and it's not that big of a deal. Stuff can be expensive. Sometimes it isn't. There are a lot of aftermarket options available as well. So I say go ahead and get your hands dirty, have some fun, and extend the life of your old tractor. So that's it. Thank you for watching. If you subscribe because of this, thanks. If you're already a subscriber, thank you. It's not really about the number of subscribers or anything like that. I don't make any money on this. This is all just fun and games for me. So thanks again. We'll see you next time.